Okay, student, we are starting Pythagoras theorem today, and I hope all of you at least know the Pythagoras theorem. You have already done in class 8. Now, in a right angle triangle, we know that opposite to opposite to 90 degree, this is called the hypotenuse, and this hypotenuse is always the longest side. This side is called perpendicular, and this is called the base. And we all know that Pythagoras theorem states that hypotenuse square is always equals to the perpendicular square plus base square. So that means with respect to this figure, we can say that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, so this is Pythagoras theorem. Now out of these three sides, therefore, if we know any two sides, we can get the third side. Okay, but in this chapter, in this Pythagoras theorem chapter, we will do some application of Pythagoras theorem, some sums related with Pythagoras theorem, and we also do some sums which prove related sum. Okay, in the later on. Now if you see in this sum, they told an aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due north at a speed of 1000 km per hour, and at the same time another aeroplane leaves the same airport and flies due west at a speed of 1200 km per hour. Now how far apart will be the two planes after 1.5 hours? That means what will be the distance between the two planes after 1.5 hours? Okay, now let us start like this with this compass direction. Now suppose this O, this is the airport, and we know that this is north, south, east and west. Now from O, so from the airport, the first plane leaves and it flies due north. Okay, from airport due north and at a speed of 1000 km per hour. So it will, it is traveling at 1000 km per hour. So that means it is traveling from O to this direction, north, and the other plane flies due west. So from here it flies towards west, this side. Okay, now you have to find how far apart will be the two planes after 1.5 hours. So what, first of all we will just find how much they travel, how much distance they travel in 1.5 hours. Okay, so first plane, that means which is traveling due north. So speed is given 1000 km per hour and time is 1.5 hour. Okay, that is 3/2. We have to find distance. Distance will be speed into time, so that is 1000 km per hour into 3/2 hour. Okay, so we get how much? 1500 kilometers. So that means the first train traveling north after 1.5 hours is reaching 1500 kilometer. Okay, say suppose at this point A. So that means I can say that this distance is 1500 kilometers. Okay, AO. So that means this AO so this distance is 1500 kilometers. Now for the second plane which is actually traveling due west, Now that speed, the second plane speed is given 1200 kilometer per hour, and time, this is also after 1.5 hours we have to find. So again distance is speed into time, so 1200 kilometer per hour into 3/2 hour. So we get 1800 kilometer. So that means the second plane is traveling due west, and suppose it is reaching here, okay, and this distance is 1800, right? This distance is 1800 kilometers. Now we have to find how far these two planes are apart. Okay, so that means in fact we have to find this distance. Okay, so that means we have to find the hypotenuse. This is 90 degree, so simple, we have to find hypotenuse. So therefore now we can say AB square is equal to AO square plus OB square. Okay, so that is 1500 square plus 1800 square. So now we have to solve this. Now 15 square, 225, and 20 square means you will have 40. 18 square it is 324, and 20 you get 40 here. So 3 4 5, we are getting 549, and 1 2 3 4, so that is AB square. And therefore finally we got AB as root over 549,1,2,3,4. Okay, now we have to solve this. We can split it. Now we can split it into 100 into 100. We can say it is 549 into 100 into 100. Now 549 is, in fact we can say it is 61 into 9. Okay, so 61 into 3 into 3, and then into 100 into 100. So finally if we get the pairs, we get outside 3 into 100 and inside it is 61. Okay, so finally we can say therefore AB is equal to 300 root 61 kilometer, and that is the answer. Okay, understand? Okay, now see this sum. Now they told a 5-meter long ladder is placed leaning towards the vertical wall such that it reaches the wall at a point 4 meter high. Now suppose this is the wall and this is the ground, and a 5-meter long ladder is placed leaning towards the vertical wall. So that means this is the ladder. Okay, I'm making it clear. Now this is the ladder. So AC is the ladder, that is 5 meter, and it is vertical, leaning towards the vertical wall such that it reaches the wall at a point 4 meter high. So that means this ladder reaches the wall at a point 4 meter high. So that means this is 4 meter. Now if the foot of the ladder is moved 1.6 meter, now if the foot of the ladder is moved say 1.6 meters, say the ladder, if the ladder comes here, then what will happen, now the ladder will then find the distance by which the top of the ladder would slide upward. So this top of the ladder that will slide upward, right? So that means now the ladder will slide upward because this foot of the ladder is moved here. So you can say it is like this. Okay, so now if I take this point as E, that means in fact we have to find AE. This distance we have to find. Okay. Now see. Now in this first ABC, in triangle ABC, we can easily get BC. So we can use Pythagoras theorem. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So AC is 5, AB is 4, and BC we have to find. So finally we get 25 minus 9 is equal to BC square. Sorry, 25 minus 16, we will get 9. So we get BC square equals to 9, and therefore we are getting BC is equal to 3. Okay, understand? So that means this BC is 3. Now they told if the foot of the ladder is moved 1.6 meter. So that means this is 1.6 meter, this distance is 1.6. And since the ladder is same, so that means this ED is 5. So this ED is 5 meter. So now we can get BD, right? So now we can say in triangle BED. So BED. In triangle BED, we can say BD. BD is in fact 3 minus 1.6 meter. So that is we are getting 1.4 meter, right? So this means we got this one as 1.4 meter. And now we can get BE. So in this triangle we know BD and we also know DE. DE, that is the ladder, and that is 5 meters. And now we can say that DE square or DE square, that is equal to BE square plus BD square, right? So DE square is again 5 square. BE we have to find, because you can understand if I get BE, then BE minus AB will give me EA. Okay, that is what we have to find. So 5 square BE square, and BD is 1.4 square. So this is in fact we are getting 5 square as 25, and then is equal to BE square plus 14 square is 196, and this will be 1.96. okay, 1.96. So finally we got 25 minus 1.96 is equal to BE square, and we got BE square as, after subtracting we'll get it as 23.04. okay, and then finally we get BE as root over 23.04. 23.04, okay, 23.04. And now you can get the square root of this. You can say 2304 by 100. 100, you know, it's 10, and 2304, if you do prime factors and if you find the square root of that, you will get as 48. Okay, so you are getting what? 48 into 48 by 100, and that is root over, because 48 into 48 is this. So finally we are getting 48 by 10. Okay, 48 and 100, we are getting 10, so we are getting 4.8, right? 4.8 meter. So we are getting BE as 4.8, and therefore finally we can say EA. So EA will be what? EB minus AB. EB, that is BE, in fact 4.8 meter, minus AB is 4 meter, so it is 0.8 meter, and that is the answer. Okay, understand? Okay, now see this sum. Now two poles of height 6 meter and 11 meter stand on a plain ground. So there are two poles. So this is one pole and this is another pole, and one is 6 meter and this is 11 meter. So let it be A, B, C and D. This is 90 and this is 90. And if the distance between their feet is 12 meters, so distance between their feet is 12 meter, so this is 12 meter. Find the distance between their tops. Understand? So we have to find the distance between their tops. That means we have to find this. Okay. So it's very simple. You have to just draw some construction. So we can say construction. Say draw AE perpendicular to CD. So we'll draw AE perpendicular to CE, and now we can say you have to find AD. So simple, AE is 12, AE is equal to BC equals to 12 meter. So this is 12 we got, and again we can also say that EC equals to AB is equal to 6 meter. So this is 6, so this is also 6, and therefore we can say DE equals to 11 minus 6 meter, and that is 5 meter. So we got DE as 5 meter, and now we can use in triangle AED. In triangle AED we can get AD square is equal to 12 square plus 5 square. So we got 144 plus 25, 169, and therefore finally we got AD is equal to root over 169, and that is 13. Okay, so AD is equal to 13. Okay, understand? Okay, now see this sum. They told for going to a city A, there is a route via city C such that AC is perpendicular to CB. Okay, to a city B from city. In fact, for going to city B from city A. Understand? So we are going from city B to city A, and for going to city B to city A, we have to go via city C, and such that AC is perpendicular to CB. Okay, so that means, if this is B and they told CB is perpendicular to AC, so it will look like this. Understand? So AC is perpendicular to CB, AC is perpendicular to CB, this is CTB and this is CTA. And they told for going to a CTB from CTA, CTB from CTA, so from A to B, we have to go via C. So that means first A to C and then from C to B. So this is the route, and it is given that AC is given 2x kilometer and this CB is given 2x plus 7 kilometer. Okay, now it is proposed to construct a 26 kilometer highway which directly connects the two cities. So that means this is the highway and this is 26 kilometers. Now find how much distance will be saved in reaching CTB from CTA after the construction of the highway. Okay, after the construction of the highway. Now at present the traveling mode should be from A to C and then C to B. So that means we have to calculate this distance first. That means we have to first find the value of x. Now we can use Pythagoras theorem and we can get the value of x. So we can say that AB square, okay. So AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. So AB is 26, AC is 2x square, BC is 2x plus 7 and square. So this 26 square is in fact 676. This become 4x square. Now this what we can do, we first multiply 2x plus 14 whole square and then we'll use a plus b whole square. Okay, so we get 676 is equal to 4x square. Now a plus b whole square, what we got, a square plus 2 into a into b and plus b square. So you got 676 is equal to 4x square, again 4x square here, we get 14 into 2, 20 into 2, 56x and 14 square 196. So finally we got 0 is equal to 4x plus 4x square, we get 8x square plus 56x plus 196 minus 676. Understand, we are getting a quadratic equation. So finally what we got 8x square plus 56x and then plus 196 minus 676. We'll subtract. Okay, and after subtracting we are getting as minus 480 and that should be is equal to 0. Understand? So we got a quadratic equation. But you know, in this quadratic equation, in all these three, we can take 8 common. Okay, then it becomes, the value becomes smaller. So if I take 8 common, what we get? X square plus 7x minus 60, 8 6 we get 0 and is equal to 0. And then my final quadratic equation is x square plus 7x minus 60 is equal to 0. Okay, now we'll solve this quadratic equation. We'll break 60 to get 7 in the middle. 12 5s are 60 and 12 minus 5 is 7. So we can write it as x square plus 12x minus 5x. So we get plus 7 minus 60 is equal to 0. We can take x common, x plus 12 minus 5 common, x plus 12 equals to 0. Finally, we can take x plus 12 common here, so we get x minus 5. So finally, we can say x plus 12 is equal to 0 or x minus 5 is equal to 0. And therefore, x equals to minus 12 or x equals to 5. And now, x equals to minus 10, now since this x is the length or the distance, so it can't be negative. So I'll write here impossible. and therefore we got x equals to 5. Understand? Now after getting x equals to 5, now we will get the distance AC. Okay, therefore AC is 2x, and that is 2 into 5 is equal to 10 kilometer. And then we have BC is 2 and x plus 7. We got 2 and x is 5 plus 7. Okay, so we get 7 plus 5, 12. 2 into 12 is equal to 24. So finally we got this as 10 and this as 24, and therefore we can say that AC plus CB, because previously we used to travel A to C and then C to B, so AC plus CB is 10 plus 24 is equal to 34 kilometer. So that means previously we used to get 34 kilometer. Okay, so therefore previously the distance traveled was 34, and after the highway, after construction of highway, distance traveled is 26 kilometer, and therefore distance saved will be how much? 34 minus 26 kilometer, and that is 8 kilometer. Okay, so distance saved is 8 kilometer. Okay, understand? Okay, now see the sum. The hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is 6 meter more than twice the shortest side. Okay. Now let us start with let the shortest side is equal to x, because you can understand the hypotenuse is related with the shortest side. What they told, the hypotenuse of a right triangle is 6 meter more than whom? More than twice the shortest side, and hence I have started with shortest side as x, and therefore from here what we can say? We can say hypotenuse. Okay, hypotenuse will be what? Is 6 meter more than twice the shortest side. So that means hypotenuse is equal to 6 meter more means plus. So 6 meter more than twice the shortest side means 2x. Understand? So it becomes 6 plus 2x. So that means this is 6 plus 2x and the shortest side is x. And then they told if the third side is 2 meter less than the hypotenuse. So the third side is 2 meter less than the hypotenuse. That means 6 plus 2x minus 2. So finally it becomes 4 plus 2x. So this becomes 4 plus 2x. And now we can use Pythagoras theorem. So we can say AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. So you got 6 plus 2x whole square. Okay, AB square. AC is 4 plus 2x whole square, and BC is x square. Okay, and now we'll solve. A plus B whole square, so A square plus 2 into A into B and plus B square. Again here we are getting A square plus 2 into A into B and plus B square and then plus x square. Okay, so we got here 36 plus 24x plus 4x square is equal to 16 plus 4 into 2, 8 into 2, 16x plus 4x square plus x square. Okay, and now again here also we'll get a quadratic equation. So but before that we can, this 4x square and 4x square will get cancelled, and we should always keep x square positive, so we'll take all this number that side. So what we got? We got here x square plus 16x plus 16 minus 24x minus 36 and is equal to 0. So you can write like this. So finally we got x square, okay, minus 8x and then minus 20 is equal to 0. And now quadratic equation, x square, we can say 10 to the 20, 10 minus 2 is 8, so minus 10x plus 2x minus 20 is equal to 0, and then x minus 10 plus 2 and x minus 10. So finally we got x minus 10 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. So therefore x minus 10 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So therefore x equals to 10 or x equals to minus 2. Again, minus 2 will be impossible because side cannot be negative. And they told find the sides of the triangle. Now we can put the value of x in all these three sides and we can get all the three sides, and that will be our answer. Okay, understand? Okay, now see this sum. You can see in this triangle they told AB as 16 centimeter, AC as 6, this BC as 12, and they told find CD. Now we can start like this, let CD equals to x. Okay. Now we can see, in fact, we have two right angle triangle here, and in these two right angle triangles the side AD is common in both. If you see the smaller triangle, ACD, you can see there is AD, and if you use triangle ABD, there also you will get AD. So this is the concept what we will use. In both the triangle we will get the value of AD and we will just equate them, and then we can get the value of x. Okay, so in triangle ACD first, okay, ACD, we get AC square is equal to AD square plus CD square. So AC is 6 square, AD and CD is x square. So finally we get 36 minus x square is equal to AD square. Understand? So that means we got AD square as 36 minus x square. So let it be number 1. Now if I take the bigger triangle, in triangle ABD now. In triangle ABD we can say AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square. So AB square is 16 square, AD is this, and BD is in fact x plus 12 and whole square, and then we will get 16 square, 16 square will get as 256, and AD square, now you can use a plus b whole square here, and that is a square plus 2 into a into b and plus b square. So we got 256 minus 12 square, that is 144, then minus x square minus 24x, and that is equal to AD square. So finally what we are getting, 256 minus 144, we get 112 minus x square minus 24x is equal to AD square, and let it be number 2. So you can understand, in number 1 we got AD square equals to this, and in number 2 we got AD square is equal to this. So we can equate these two, and therefore now we can say equating 1 and 2, we can say it is 36 minus x square is equal to 112 minus x square minus 24x, and then in fact this x square and this x square will get cancelled. We got 24x is equal to 112 minus 36, so 24x. Now after subtracting we get 6, and then 4, 76, and we get x is equal to 76 by 24. Okay, so we can cancel 4 6 are 4 19s are, finally we get x is equal to 19 by 6. Okay, and that is the answer. Clear? Understand? So this is the end of part 1, and in part 2 I'll come up with more sums of Pythagoras theorem, but that will be all generally proof sums. Okay, so this was all value related sum, and in the next video there will be all proof related sum. Okay.